Go outside.
Right, we're now live on YouTube. Whatever you do will be held in perpetuity. The data center. That's all everybody heard now. Anyway, I'll be in the order. We have all the aldermen here. We have Alderman Ruth works in the confirmed via telephone. We have our attorney, Rocky Eby, our clerk, Melissa Martin, and if we could, I'd have Alderman Craig Bullock lead us in the friendly pledge, and Mr. Bullock, if you remember Derek Reed and his family.
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day. Thank you for the privilege, the opportunity to be here. God, we thank you for those in attendance. We ask you to grant traveling mercies as we depart. God, be with us through our meeting. I pray that we will just speak and think, God, in accordance to what your will for us would be, God, and that we will do so to please you. God, we do lift up, God, Derek's family. Just the unspeakable tragedy that occurred. God, a sweet soul, a sweet spirit is with you now. And we ask for your healing for their family, for his family. And God, just thank you for, again, the opportunity to be in our great city. Forgive us where we fail you. It's in Jesus' name I pray. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All in favor? There a motion to pass the consent agenda number 1 and 2.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor? I would note the final payment on our Castlewood Sewer project, which is part of the ARPA NCWI project, and we are the back end of that drug on a little longer than we really cared for, but we obviously had some things we wanted to button up and get correct. That was part of $5.2 million worth of sewer improvements throughout the city. That sounds like a lot until you get into the sewer water world, and that's not a whole lot. But anyway, we were glad to do that. Half of that money was from federal funds. The other part was from some things that we had to, a couple of people we had to jump through. And I would say that Clerk Melissa Martin did a fantastic job making sure we got reimbursed for all that money on the state side. But anyway, just glad to see that. And public comment before, do we have anything up there?
Oh, yeah. You want to hand that paper to him, huh? You don't know what I'm talking about. You get it from, okay, thank you.
Just on East Central 642, where the sewer line broke. Me and Blake are familiar with it. I don't know if anyone else is. They tried to dig it up. It's an old cement sewer line, kind of collapsing. Big problem from the 60s.
Yeah.
Collapsed in several spots.
Appreciate your patience on this.
That's fine. I'm glad I'm not the one digging that hole.
That's right. We actually are farming that out, and we're going to replace 200 foot of it when it's all said and done. We're trying to get to a manhole that's just west of your property. And I'm trying to think of when we're actually going to, yeah, there we go. Thank you.
But it was gonna be about 3 weeks, or was it?
No, I
another
think
one?
that's the other one.
Oh.
It's one or two projects we're farming out, or two floating, and I think the final, yes, Grady Crawford, $47,000. So we're gonna replace up to 200 foot of sewer line. They should be out there, mobilized, in the end of other jobs, so in the next few weeks it should get done, it's all set. And we'll button it up back just like it was when it's all said and done. Appreciate your patience.
That'd be perfectly fine. I was gonna mention, a buddy of mine in Florida had the lining stuff done. You actually got a pretty large pipe with that, and I don't know if you've looked into it, but it might be a good one to have in your back pocket for
We should
later.
mention that. If y'all want to get real bored, I can get real nerdy.
Oh, it's a super cool video. So
We're
like,
actually gonna do some, called slurp loans. It's really state revolving fund, loans from the state of Mississippi. We're gonna probably do around $5 million loan. There's some forgiveness part of that, so we might only have to pay about $2 million of it.
nice.
2% less, and a lot of it's going to be lining large scale pipe. So yeah, you do, if the pipe hasn't gone too far, like this one kind of has,
Mm,
you can get some real, bang for your buck. I think the last time we did it was part of a $15 million loan from 06, 07.
Okay.
So, yeah, so we're coming, but I appreciate your patience on all of
All
that.
right.
That when we get like maybe a line, we get lines here. And I'll tell you, until this reared its head, this was targeted to be lined
Yeah,
until it decided
not the,
it didn't want to wait, so
Yeah.
it's gonna get replaced, but it's good to find those kind of things now. It's actually good that, Melissa has been good enough with those funds that, if you pay cash for it, not have to borrow money for it.
nice. Only thing I would ask, someone may want to put a little bit better barricades around it. It's like, when I say, I don't know if you looked at
They
it,
don't know.
it's 20 something.
This.
yeah, but the
So
hole is like 20 feet straight down, and it's
Yeah.
like this. I'm like, you don't even want to walk to the edge because it's kind of sloughing.
If you need any dirt, just. get
Yeah,
it
yeah,
out of
yeah.
it.
I'm just worried if someone walks by or a kid comes by, like that would like that's the end.
Yeah.
And it's and like I don't know if you look, but it's
Yeah, I'll
streaming
get them
in the
to
bottom. So
check on that tomorrow.
yeah, just to be a little safe because there's a lot of people don't realize how many people walk up and down East Central, and I see little kids walking up and down East Central as
Well,
well.
I find out how long that they estimate that to take too as well. I'll get information to you.
How are you shoot it, Blake, or just you
I
can
was talking about several different things, so. It should be terrible once they get in there, but once you're digging up sewer, you never know what you're gonna find, so.
yeah.
It sounds simple, dig 10 feet, replace the sewer line, but if they start finding some.
Oh, it's so deep. That it's so deep right there. It's
I
crazy.
remember the last time we had another problem, we replaced some of that. It was like the
Yeah,
whole
it broke,
house.
and then it broke actually right after where it was repaired last time. So it's like, oh, it's just falling apart.
We just couldn't, we thought we were gonna have to fix the other day, we just couldn't find some good pipe to tile.
Yeah.
So, old
All right.
stuff, but anyway, appreciate you.
All right, we appreciate y'all. We'll see you later.
It is. We're gonna do it, we kind of lose a free flowing meeting, so anyway, we got some visitors here. All righty, big smile, we've been very fortunate in this area, in the 39265, where we have our young people go out and represent us literally all over the country. And y'all do such a great job representing us and make us proud. And us as elected officials, we get to get in meetings around the state. I'm up in Washington DC, so it's always fun to brag on the things we've got going on. And I know there's a lot of raise your hand moms and dads. And you guys do a great job supporting the kids. And where's the team at? Is this all of y'all in the front row? That's perfect. Well, I'm gonna name y'all out. We're gonna get a picture for all of this, and I want you to stand up and, I'm gonna start this from the, and we'll go up the list instead of down the list. Brady, I'm gonna probably get you to speak for a second.
He's a man for the job.
This is what it's come to. I got short ones and long ones. So anyway, if you would, JoJo McLean, would you stand up? What did, JoJo, what did you complain, what did you want to compete in?
Racing.
Barrel racing, awesome. Okay, got Ashton Graves, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Good deal, and then Briley Fordham. Where's the rest of them Fordhams at in here? And Gracie Pierce. And then we've got Amelia Lane Pierce. And then we've got Cambry Lewis. Now I saved it. Well, you're wrong. We got the special person here. Kaylee Lewis, would you stand up and tell them what you did?
I'm the 40 world champion for the 2026 NPHA Youth and Teen World.
This was over in Perry, Georgia, by the way. And let me ask you this, how long have you been riding in barrel racing?
Been riding for 8 years, barrel racing for around 5.
And this is the first time, is this the first time y'all competed at this level like this? Okay, y'all done this a couple times?
I haven't. This is my friend's second or third time to go.
Brady, how many competitors were they up against?
They had about almost 2,400 competitors, and that was from actually from 6 different countries was represented. And in the MBHA, there's 23,000 members. And through the state of Mississippi, these girls and some more from the state of Mississippi also qualified in order to even get to go to Perry, Georgia.
Now, wait, what's your connection to this?
This is my great niece. And some of the girls, they all ride together, they come to our farm, and they just have a great time together. They support each other more than you know. A lot of sporting events you go to, you hear parents arguing from the sidelines. They're cheering each other on, no matter if it's their kid or not. And even the girls, they're rooting for each other in every event.
One of the things I'm always proud of is when the parents come in and support the kids like this, the kids are interested in this. But there's so many things these days, so many distractions to life that kids can get into. Seeing something that's just healthy, and I'm gonna say it all American. You see American, it's easy to see the flag out on the game. We do all that over here, so really appreciate y'all. Do y'all mind taking a picture with us? It's gonna ruin your career.
It's gonna be $5 $5 a kid. Yes.
Yeah, we can't even, because there's actually a cover charge to get in.
Man,
I'm gonna come around and take a picture
you
with
one
us.
young lady though. You
What now?
missed one young lady.
Did I miss somebody?
Didn't he call you home?
She was hurt.
She was here, first one.
She was
The one,
hurt in the middle.
did he get you? Not the one next to you on this side.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta call her name. I didn't want him to miss nobody.
He's the older.
Mercedes, you supposed to-
Bro, y'all know mine. I know.
Come on, gang. Y'all come on up here, gang. Y'all get in the middle, I'll get off the corner, they'll crowd around. Yeah, we do this quite a bit, so we don't get good. Our elected officials are, so make sure they're not behind somebody's head.
Let's see if you can put it.
Alright.
1, 2, 3. Cheese.
Who did we look at?
We're gonna first one.
Just pick one, it's fine.
Just wait for him.
It is better looking.
All right, 1, 2, 3. Horses.
How's my back here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and tell you, anytime y'all wanna come up here, we'll let you. And don't ever rule out public service. You need all the help you can get.
I just got the fence built up. Which one?
Big family now. For sure.
Sir.
Are you a national champion? Oh, that's stones going.
Okay, I think Ms. Julie wants to come up here. All right? You gotta pop that.
Pretty hard, I don't know. This is pretty boring stuff, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do an audit every year, and audits our book, and any discrepancies, and don't, not just the financial side, but all the, we buy, we always drill it down, and we buy rakes and shovels and stuff. She's gonna tell us if any of them are legs or the other.
We're gonna take some of the pressure off of her.
All that kind of stuff.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
I don't blame them. Yeah, I don't blame them not listening to this. Always, if you have a hard time sleeping, just grab this out. That's really good. Oh, that was good. Yeah.
5 seconds. Here and then. Well, pretty good. Anyway, all right, it's on the same page. We can get
Okay, so you should have a two-page letter stapled, I think, together. This is the same letter that I give you basically every year. So it goes through, it tells, if we had any, changes in the accounting policies that we're using. We did have a new policy we had to implement this year dealing with compensated absences. In other words, if we have to make accruals for those vacation and sick days that employees can take. So if they were to leave, you'd have to pay, these are the amounts you have to pay them, or they can roll it into their state retirement. And so they've actually said, we've got to come back now and make an accrual for that, because that's an expense that the city could have when they pay that out. So one of those things I guess somebody needed to come up with. So we got estimates. It talks about the estimates in doing the financial statements. We talk about your long-term debt disclosure, any difficulties we had performing the audit, which we had none of those. And then corrected, uncorrected misstatements, disagreements with management, none of that. And then it just lets you know that they did sign the letter that we request that says they've given us everything we've asked for and not withheld information from us, that kind of thing. So just some things to let you know on that. So on the audit report, we did do another federal legal compliance audit this year, and it was on that ARPA and that Castle wood that I think you were just talking about a while ago. So, and you know, as of last year, they've upped the limit. So you don't have to have a federal legal compliance now unless you spend more than $1 million in federal monies instead of 750. So it, you know, depending on your spending, you could or may not have to have one. If you turn to page 4 in your audit report, at the very top is our opinion that says we've audited these financial statements. Based on the audit we've done, we believe they are materially correct and that there's no problems with those. Then if you flip to page 60, you're going to see that money that we're talking about on federal expenditures, and you spent just over $1.6 million last year on those federal projects. And so that's, in that ARPA money, you'll see right there, last year you spent just over 1.2 million on that, on the project, on that. And then behind that, you've got our report on internal controls over financial reporting, and we have no deficiencies noted in that letter. The next letter is going to be for the federal legal compliance, where we did all of that auditing, and we have no deficiencies noted in that as well. And then the very last letter is going to be where we have to look at certain state laws and regulations. And the only issue we had this year on that is we had a couple of payroll that was a little over budget at the end of the year due to some, I think it was the longevity accruals or something right there at the end of the year, wasn't
No,
it?
it's the way the payroll,
Yeah.
fiscal post payroll at the end
End
of the
expense.
pay period, and we post it at the pay date, and the
Yeah.
pay period.
So
ends
that
September
accrual,
30th,
yeah, kind of
Paid
accrual.
out on October.
Yeah.
So
So it was, I think it was like, what, $5,000? It was basically, yeah, it was very little. Very little. So, a few things I was gonna note, I don't know, but, to me, after looking at the audit and going through this, I think the city's pretty financially stable. You had a positive operating trend last year. You got sizable governmental fund reserves, strong cash balance, and then declining debt, all was good there. So I didn't see any issues or any problems. None at all. I will compliment your staff, because I tell people all the time when we go in to do an audit, I can usually tell if it's gonna be good or bad based on when we ask for the information, if we're given it right away, or if it takes a week or two to get. Your staff is amazing. Yeah, your staff is really great, because when we ask for things, it's here, it shows up. Yeah, and then when we have problems, they help us find things and look for things. So you have a really great staff that really help us out a lot in getting it done, getting out, and that saves you money as well, so.
Appreciate that.
Okay. Down here.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And y'all do see anything that y'all talking about in the future, I'm sure, Julie will be available to have this conversation.
Yep. Absolutely. Just let me know. She's got my email or my information on the letter.
Like it's kind of topical sometimes, so.
No, I would like to go through the detail of the financial statement with y'all here in the next, week or two. So we prepared the financial statements, Melissa and I, and they audit them, saying, yeah, the numbers are right, and she's gone over the stuff that they do. I'd like to go through the detail of the financial statements, and some of the notes, and point out the financial statement. So we'll do that during this budget season while we got plenty of time to talk about money.
We like to keep it that way, where they just look at you and Melissa. Awesome.
Thanks, Julie.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Anybody else? Okay. Again, so knocking this out. Proclamations and resolutions, number 3, requesting adopt resolution setting cleanup fees in the amount of $803.84, property located at 210 East Central.
Motion.
Second. All in favor? Number 4, request to adopt resolution setting property cleanup fees in the amount of $11,086.36. Now, what's up with that?
It was a bunch of labor and,
It was
equipment with 5 acres. So that was, yeah.
Motion second, all in favor? Number, bids and quotes, number 5, request to accept bids for Hinton Park Playground. Let's get a motion second, and let's update it.
Motion.
Motion is, second, let's see anything. What are we doing here?
We're just gonna take them under advisement, is what I had supposed to do, so we just compare the 2 lower bids. and make
So we're gonna assume that we have a recommendation on the next.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're taking under advisement.
So we're gonna talk about it again, so.
Maybe we consider. open
Yeah,
bids.
we'll figure which one.
Should we consider open bidding? Appropriate.
Yeah.
We are actually going to accept it. Not saying the whole lot yet, we do have it in our possession. Got a motion, got a second, all in favor?
Mayor, we have somebody that wanted to make a public comment. Is it too late? Ladies in the back.
No, come on up here, let's go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and knock it.
She didn't know what to do.
Hold on one second, let me knock this one out, and we get a good, swing spot. Number 6, request to accept the quote in the amount of $27,000 from Brady Crawford Construction, Inc. for Central Avenue sewer repair for SDW. That's what we just, had, talked about. Motion second, all in favor? And I am told they have to get locates called in. I think they'll move in once those clear. So today's Tuesday. I would hope to see them sometime next week. Okay, yeah, come on up.
How y'all doing?
Okay, what's your name?
Nettie Lindsay.
Okay, Kenny, what's going on?
I was coming up here, like, a lot of people about my sewer bill.
Yeah,
It's way past due.
what's your address?
1 Trailwood Circle. Yes, ma'am.
Have they marked your stuff out at all?
Yes, sir.
Second.
You just said it.
Hey, how long have you lived in that house?
Well, my mother been gone since 2015. I left for a year and a half, almost 2 years. This is what I had in here to show you my receipts and things. Where I had moved because we had found a king cobra snake in the fire department, come get it out.
Not with
and I had left there.
Danny, you ever been before us before?
No,
Have you ever
sir.
come up here?
Uh-uh.
hardships.
We've had some hard, I just know where we've had
I
some hardships
didn't-
out there, but it's over 10 grand. You said there was a period of time you weren't living there?
I got the receipt, show you I was living in this apartment, I had left there, cause we had found when it wasn't that big, but like a king cobra.
Who was living there when you weren't living there?
It was shut down, my daughter was going, we were going back and forth, check on the puppies that was there. And that was back then.
Just said you paid some more,
I paid, yeah, I came back today,
so she's paid $280 since July. So before that, it had been a year since we
Whatever the board wants to do. Obviously out there, we don't have water on there, so it's a little easier on our side, so we're as a city trying to be a little bit more vigilant, trying to collect people that's on, and I'm on Barrington Water myself, so, trying to be a little bit more proactive, trying to collect that, because we end up having to pay Hattiesburg, whether we're getting paid or not, we're gonna have to extend funds out of that. So, where the board would be on. I'm not sure if we've got a dead set date of when we would cut. I know we called in locates. And I'm pretty sure we've got a cutoff.
They put a date on the door anchor, Ms. Nettie?
I think it's in the car. They said, put me a green thing on the door. I don't know the date on it unless I get that cord out there looking for it.
Going forward, could you pretty aggressively maybe start paying some of this?
That's what I can do.
And I would say I would say to the board that if you could ever bring something that made sense to the staff up here that said, okay, here's a year they didn't live there. Now, living there and having access to dogs and stuff, that's a little different, that's two different things.
Probably need something.
Right, not being there, like we didn't have water, you had water shut off, or something like that, I think that'd give you all some grounds to say, okay, we can get rid of some of this, but it's still, obviously a pretty big deal, but I think, I don't know, speaking on y'all's behalf, would be happy if we could start getting some, moving in the right direction, as we say.
If we could verify that you didn't live there, that would help us. Yeah,
I think the
which
big
would
thing
also
would be-
drop what you owe.
I think the big thing is if the water was shut.
Yeah,
Yes.
so what, it was a inactive water.
So is there a way,
No, I never cut the water and lights off because I had the spending card that I could pay the light bill with, that I paid the sewer bill with today. And then the water bill, I just paid that out of pocket. But, I mean, this is why I had these to show you when I was in an apartment, 20, 23, 24, and 25, I think it's on there. And the apartment name is on there.
so is the assertion that she was in the house? And so
Yeah, I think though, if you got the water on, it's hard to say that
Nobody.
from a legal standpoint.
Our precedent is usually the water's on. Sewers and sewers.
Right.
Yeah,
We definitely need to really have grounds. It is.
Just through 43.
Definitely 43 every month, and if you could get it up around 150, 200.
Okay.
we'd be fairly happy with that,
Okay.
as we stand here today. But we don't want to get into a situation where you're paying us $200 a month, and then all of a sudden, we don't see you for 3 months. Because we're going to probably have the
Okay.
same situation occur again, if y'all are good with that.
Yeah, so we're paying in and making it better.
Assuming you don't have 10 grand to pay us back.
No, I don't even have a car.
Just want to double check.
No, I don't even have a car right now.
But no, appreciate you coming,
Okay.
for us. Got one, have a motion, $200 a month.
Can you do that?
I got a spending card from the government, from Social Security, so, yeah.
You can do it.
Long that's on there, I will be good or I have to come back, but long that's coming, I can pay that.
200 a month?
Mm-hmm.
Second. All in favor?
Uh,
Okay, we did things
Thank y'all, I appreciate you.
Thank you for putting work in to get it right.
Thank y'all. Thank you.
Oh, you will.
And it's kind of one of those things for anybody that may be watching. Like, hey, it's, money's coming from somewhere, so we try to be as equitable as possible, but that's always a tough situation. I got another one I'll look at, we got here, in a little bit, as well. But anyway, okay, if we could, since we're out of stock, could we move to number 7? You can instantly do that.
I'm just sitting there.
I'm with you.
We can think.
Oh, no. No problem.
Anyway, hold on, don't get carried away yet, we haven't voted.
You're gonna vote for this, I
Order
guarantee you.
17,
Considering the position.
a request to adopt an order hiring Cynthia Watkins full-time as animal control officer at a rate of $18.27, effective August 5th, per Chief Hyatt.
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Now.
We have
Chief,
finally
did you guys
found
do
Miss Watkins, yeah, I know we've been looking for one for a while, so we, saved the best for last. It's gonna work out good, I met with her, and, had the pleasure of talking with her, so full spirited, happy gal, and, excited to have her, so.
Thank you. You're doing a great team over there. They use the resources that we have. Sometimes
Very.
this could be, and Randy will be the first one to tell you, he deals with some of what you'll deal with, but kind of all deals with some of the codes and everything. So it can be a rough job, just tie into all the
Just kind of
tools
put the word out there too,
and all the, yeah.
it won't be, it'll be a month or so before she gets her feet grounded and take, we're not gonna answer calls tomorrow.
I would say,
It'll be a while.
I'm gonna put Southern Pines on the next agenda, or either the first one in September.
Okay.
Is it not on this?
It's on this.
Just let me know.
But if not, we didn't, I thought we fixed it. What did do it? Trigger.
And I would need to ask about the dates.
I appreciate you doing that, getting her, because she lives in Purvis, she can go out of here.
Oh, thank you.
Wait a second.
Had to reach out, we got the good one, though. I'll have to go.
Cynthia, look forward to.
Thank you very much.
Hope you move.
Thanks.
Good deal. Thanks so much. Thank you. On Walmart. And it is what it is. You don't think about it. It's what it is. Anyway, no more business and general business, request to approve the outfit claims for the month of July 2026.
Motion.
All in favor?
You don't have a second.
You already had a second.
No, but I'll give you a second.
Scott Gerald was the second.
Give me a second.
They're not numbered on mine. Look, number 6.
Yeah, the great problem.
I think it- Well, the one with Eddie told.
Number 8, request for temporary use, agreement with, Mr. Power for the parking lot.
No,
Okay, not the parking lot. October 1 through November 15, 2026, that is for Run the River.
We run on part of their stuff.
Yeah, that's.
Motion.
Good second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I am looking forward to the Alderman getting the team together and, the leadership at the fire department. Rec department too. Number 9, request to authorize Mayor Duffy to execute contract with Southern Pines Animal Shelter for intake of dogs and tag and release of cats at a cost of $75,000 annually per Chief Hyatt.
Second, separate discussion.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm looking at the contract, first page, I know by draft, but the dates, is
Yeah.
that, you're aware?
The date from say June, well, that's why we simply put it on there for him to execute it, so we can get with her.
Yeah,
maybe
upon
in September.
approval, obviously, we just want to make sure she got hired first before we did anything, not give us the flexibility over the next next 2 or 3 weeks, actually.
This was the same one that we were gonna have back in.
Yeah, with
The same contract.
number of dogs and unlimited cats.
I can't quote that, but yes, it's on my desktop.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the same contract, we just never.
it's more than we've been doing.
Yes, sir. Much more.
500%.
Yes, sir.
Also got a motion, got a second, all in favor? 10, request to adjust water services bill to the following due to leaks. 102 Third Avenue, 259, 108 Jackson Avenue, 530.
Motion.
Third, second, all in favor? Request to dispose of one refrigerator, in the fire department for Chief Sims.
Motion.
Third, second, all in favor? Request to accept 2 siege vehicles in the police department inventory with those following VIN numbers.
Motion.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Hey, we gonna get declaration of forfeitures on this like we used to, or we just like?
They should have been attached.
Well, there was those court orders, but used to when it was come from Metro, we'd get a form that was a declaration of forfeiture that we took up there to
I'll
get the
I'll
title
check
on.
tomorrow. Yes, ma'am. I'll check and see. If you're asking. I don't know that I had that answer tonight. I'll check into it tomorrow if you like.
Okay.
Got this 350 for gas.
13, ratify an MOU with Park County for assistant at Edward Street Culvert Replacement. Motion and second, all in favor?
Motion.
Second. All that is basically, we didn't, Clearwater, or I guess it's us, we didn't have the equipment big enough to replace the culverts, over by, alternating Stringer. And so, I had some phone calls to Supervisor Stringer, I'm very appreciative of them coming in and putting that in. They went through the legal side of this, and Rocky did some good homework on it, got with their attorney, Pat Zachary, and they agreed that it was okay to do it, and then they just wanted to have some type of understanding between us, as they replaced it. We purchased everything, they used their manpower and time to get that done. If they would not have, either would have had to rent some equipment, or what we've probably done is farm it out to somebody else. So it was a decent cost savings when it's all said and done, especially with what some of the prices are coming in. But there we go. Now, we wouldn't have done it, but Kim kept plugging up. Anyway, got a motion, got a second, all in favor? Number 14, request to accept contract with Owen Business Machines. I know you have a song in your head now, for replacement of Canon Image Runner, which I don't know what it is, in the building department at a rate of $125 a month per AE. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Second. Yeah, go ahead.
Drew and I were just talking over this, and I think he's talked to something else as well. And he got in touch with, I believe, JR, and they were quoting a lower price for us on a bid. I know that's not an official bid, it's not on here right now, so it might be a problem this time. But more than anything, part of the email that I saw and cared about was that the machine that he's offering us is like 3 months out of.
Saw that, I don't know, I hadn't talked to.
So that was the big deal for me is like if this makes.
I mean, yeah, it's new, and I don't know if it's.
But yeah.
Any thoughts, I don't know what it is that she has or any of that.
Finish the conversation, Blake, I don't know what you're talking.
It's just machine. It's not a big hit to us or anything like that, but I just believe that there's another person out there that can supply us with these machines for a lower rate, both for the machine and for the prints. But then also apparently the one that this machine that we're being given or replacement for is out of date and they're not making it anymore, which if it's a new one right now, then it would be fine for a while, but that does mean in the next 3 years, if something goes wrong.
Back to see.
Yeah.
How did we originally end up with that? Did we get it out or?
So they got a big contract, right? That's what I remember from the time.
Yeah.
Is that
It said they're doing it.
I think when we bought ours, years ago when Hal was here, we bought it from Owens. And then after that, when it's time to replace that, they've just kind of always come around with these rental things that the state puts on state contract now, so. And I didn't even know that it was time, he called me to tell me it was time to renew Amy's.
Yeah. So, go ahead.
Mayor, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and like I apologize not being there. And I think it's too late to deal with this particular machine, like I think we post numbers outside there, to be fair, Robert, I think that's the right thing to do. But I think, moving forward, for the other 6 or 7 machines we have are individual contracts. That is, just to be, make sure we get the best deal for the taxpayer and be good business sense to make sure that we get good competitive bids for those machines. Because I think RJ, Young, and Owens, they both provide different machines. Matter of fact, I work with Owens to get the machine for our church. So, they're good companies. It's just always, instead of just defaulting, well, this is your time's up, here's your bill, take it and move on. Again, we should always do our good due diligence. But again, like Melissa said, we're kind of caught off guard saying they do now, because we gotta make sure the building department has a machine. But moving forward, I think if we identify when the next ones come up for bid, and then I think they're all individual bids, that we offer, some competition to, and with make sure it's good service, because we gotta have good service. So I just add that to, I think, moving forward tonight, we are where we are with the current one. But just looking forward to the next opportunity. Thank you.
No, that's a good point. I'm even wondering if we could have them all at one time and do them all.
You can actually, there is a way to do that.
You know, say instead of a 4-year deal, we'll give you a 2.5-year deal, make sure they all line up. So,
Go through them all.
3 years from now, they'll all come due at the same time. And I don't know.
Yeah, there's a way to formally do that.
And I don't know if that's savings or not, but they might just think, hey, yeah, good about all that. Don't worry about your heart, But it's good something to think about, because I don't normally think about stuff like this, but, good points. Got a, motion and a second, all in favor?
Aye.
Number 15, request to declare an emergency and accept the quote from Underground Solutions, Inc. in the amount of $29,800 for water line bore on Leeville Road to repair water line break per SDW,
He
recommendation.
did end up emailing me a section quote, but he said it was, that he finally got, but it was higher.
Emergency, not really.
No, yeah, I'm on now.
Reason we did it, we were having trouble getting a extra
Well,
quote.
he emailed it.
So that was a problem. Let me get a motion taken off, talk a little bit about it now. Second? Second. This is what we believe, we did a hydrology study yesterday, a report yesterday, and we believe this is what's causing our water pressure issues on the south side of the game. We think that's it, so that might be good news, because all of it started happening about 2 months ago when all of this happened. If you remember, we had a leak in Green Street. Couldn't find it one night. We were up 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, just literally riding around, started shutting valves off, and just got up and realized that's where it was at. So we ended up paying a company the next day to come in and put up 2 valves on each side of the creek. But now we just need to reconnect that. That's the only schism that's in our system at the moment. Blown off line, we've done a couple of little low hanging things. They're gonna need some equipment to come in, so it still may be another 2 to 3 weeks. So for a couple weeks. And everything. So hopefully that'll be it. Beyond that, probably said that was planned. So hope once you put that together. You gotta replace it. And unfortunately, we've got a board machine, but it isn't that kind of board machine. We want to buy a board machine. But anyway, got a motion, got a second, all in favor? So hopefully by September, this will be put to bed.
Those ones cost $0.
Yeah, yeah, and the other one, you'll see it, it's worked out pretty good. So anyway. Seminars and travel, number 16, request from Mayor Duggar to attend a regional ICSC in Atlanta, Georgia. The 19th through the 21st, 2026, total cost $14.50 and 38 cents. I think I'll have, parking and, I think I'll have to pay for mine. I think I'll pay for mine. I'll probably get reimbursed for the flight.
It's on there.
Probably
It's
400.
included.
Oh, is it included in that?
The flight's included.
Okay.
The only thing we'll have to reimburse when you get back will be parking and it.
No, I paid for mine. I think I paid for my flight.
You did pay for the flight, but it's included in this
You're
flight.
reimbursed.
So once they approve it, you'll. Okay. Hell.
That's just gonna get in. That's my last $400, I'll be okay.
Motion.
Nothing's less than that, like $200. Is there a motion in a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All righty, in the mayor's report, I'll tell you that, good news, I got the other day that we had that our Central Avenue project was considered a project of merit. Now, we didn't get that, but what does that mean? It means it actually got the secretary's desk. And for whatever reason, we didn't store it high enough. So that is a good thing. So I really have high hopes next year. What they say 3 times is a charm. I will say this, but I'm gonna have a conversation, because one of the things we didn't score on was how are we gonna get our $3.75 million? So I'll have a conversation with our team and see if we need to show that somehow in our budget, maybe a bank account has some money on that, so we'll see, but that's the good news, we're heading in the right direction. So I mean, we were really, really close this time. One of the projects is Brandon, MDOT on I-10, and the outer road got smaller, and we're like $5 million. They were already gonna do the project, so it was just a lanyard for them. That train had already left the station, and all these grant folks love those types of projects, because they know, like, we got the most grant, because the train had already left the station on Matthews Branch, so, okay, we'll get money for this, but we know this project's gonna happen. Brandon had already done the same thing. Usually you get these grants and you go into a planning phase. They'd already done all of it. Right away, they were ready to go to bid and everything. So obviously theirs looked good, but to know that our application was in amongst all of that means we're heading in the right direction. And I will tell you that Little Impact Analytics works on all 3 of the winners. So they continue to be the hot hand, so to speak, and are really good at, what is it? We always want to make sure we've got the right people in the room. They seem like they are. We may not be, but they are. Anyway, that's really all I have. I posted GoFundMe for Derek Reed's family. And I would remind you, we had 2 other ones. You can go to Bank First on Katie McGee, and then Rachel Floyd. I saw her GoFundMe was only at like 149,000. And there's a way you can, if somebody has to watch this, there's a way you can give to their church over there too, if anybody needs to contact me. And then you don't have to worry about the fee. GoFundMe network, great ideas. Make some money. $250. $1 fee. Anyway, get those people out, so anybody can hear this, and they're in a position to help out. Continued prayers for Derek's family as well. So anything else on the board?
Mayor, are we fairly sure that the problem with the water is caused by the problem in Green Creek?
We believe it is.
Well, nothing.
We don't know. We don't know. It's not that. The hydrology report showed it was playing a bigger role than was suspected. I suspected the whole time. And that happened 2 months ago. This happened. The problems are happening 2 months ago. It's done always work.
It's
Maybe
something.
they like, we've got to replace it anyway. We could go the transducer route. We may end up replacing it.
That's
Very good coming out of the wells.
okay.
So
you think it's a huge problem?
yes, something. Well, the water's having to do a little bit more work to get around the system, because it used to just go back and across Green Tree. Now it has to get kind of rerouted, so to speak. So it's not really great.
Well, no, tell my people.
They designed it one way, but that way for a reason. So even though it's a pain to go across the way. They're asking for a little more time on the bridge over here, which we figured they would with the weather they had. Weston's going to do the math on that. We would have put in for most grant, and we will put in for cap grant. Cap grant, most grant would probably be the same thing, similar to what we did last year, for something on the river park. Cap grant will be back here, west, South George to west 10, and we'll see how that goes. So I am going to talk to someone too, just to let you know how the congressionally directed spending, that's what you said correctly, earmark, how that money works. We know we've got $3.7 million of a $5.25 million project. Those things work just like a grant, but they're not competitive. You got to fill out all the paperwork, do every part of the process just like a grant. So I'm going to talk to a gentleman that might possibly be, and I may bring you guys to some point to be a grant administrator. Also, but that's when you have the conversation, so we'll see what that looks like. I think it would be worth it. I know Melissa would be a big fan of it. Well, we've been very, from a $5 million, tens of thousands of dollars to make sure we get, and it doesn't take Melissa and Weston. We really rode that pretty far, spending $7-8 million. Probably, I know, hey, John probably watches this, but we probably have used that relationship a little bit from that standpoint. Like he's like, we do this for any other city. They have people to handle that. We're the engineer, we're not the administrator. But anyway, big bucks, anyway, anything else? Anybody else? All right. Oh yeah. Me.
Want to do that Thursday?
And what is everybody's availability? This Thursday, we can just take Doug. Department head would start next Monday, Thursday, and then we got a meeting that following week. So that's 4 meetings for sure. We'd like to go late. He's just going to give us a revenue report. Matter of fact, he was ready. Give us this too. Special meeting for that. Yeah, go ahead.
I need to be early Thursday.
I can't do it early.
They can't do it. How now?
Not right now.
What throws us off is on Tuesday, we do Monday, Tuesday, Thursday next week. We just gotta figure out where we're gonna be at.
Tuesday, we have to meet somewhere else, planning commission order.
Do that anyway. We had the Magnolia room.
Still planning on coming Thursday.
On Thursday now.
I mean, he can come, but it was have to repeat it next week.
You can record it. When you do that, you can do the YouTube thing. The whole, it'll be at a new level of transparency. Doug,
You go for Monday next week, Seth?
Monday, and then we're adding Tuesday.
Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, one time.
Earlier, better. Yeah,
I gotta be here. I have to be here.
like sister stuff too, but
6 is tough, but.
6, man.
I can do 6 once pretty comfortably. 3
So, you be here at 6:15.
So, as long as we're fine.
It's just them trying for more money.
We're talking about this.
I removed myself from this one all that much. I have a staff
We do a morning meeting. We do a morning meeting, then we know.
You know, I can be here.
About leave at 8 to go to work.
I can be here at 5:45 in the evening. That'd be fine.
Wouldn't that be perfect? If the department did it long, no, we got half of it, to go to work. Would never be at 10 o'clock. I just said over. Just get it out. Anyway, we'll go 6, and then Thursday. So those are the dates. We won't see the department heads until we will see the fire department on Tuesday at 6.
Did you ever check to see if we could get a pizza?
See my goodness.
So, but
We ordered when I did it. Anyway, we can do that. That should be fine. That'll be 4 meetings and then whatever else we need to.
let me go ahead
Verify
and
that we get, Jones County meets twice.
Yeah.
But I will say this, they got someone that, it's kind of like Hasbro, they've got a person that does that job all year long. It's like they have a CPA on staff. Yeah, they're not gonna be, and they got. Anyway, Young County meets twice, so we need 4 or 5 times. Cool, okay, is there a motion to adjourn? And I would say this, so we get it on YouTube, we've got a gentleman, what is your name?
Well, I didn't know we were still broke.
I won't say his name, but we've got a special guest here, somebody that, did a great job.
I just seen y'all, I just wanted to drop by and say hello.
Appreciate that. Let me get a picture of you real quick, I'll get on Facebook, but, anyway, thanks, everybody, appreciate y'all. Got some good stuff we're working on, we just have to have the fire in the belly to get to the finish line. Anyway, is there a motion to adjourn?
Did you want to say your voting on her?
Oh, yeah, I do want that, I will say that. But anyway, we did lose a great resident of Ward 4 earlier, last week, was Mr. Mickey James. And if we could, did you have the signatures? And Drew, whenever you get back in town, we'll get you to sign it. And we are going to adjourn the meeting in honor of Mr. Mickey, and we'll have the motion coming from Ward 4 Alderman Greg Strickland, and from at-large, the second from at-large, Alderman Mike Light. So is there a motion in that line?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah, thank y'all.
I have no fans on YouTube. I just, I really do.